Ren, money ties, let's get it. Hey, hit that thumbs up button. This video got a
Godliness with contentment.
hold on. Get my reading glasses on. Hit that thumbs up button. This video got a 1,000 thumbs up goal. But I'm ready. I'm ready.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes money.
Before we even get into that, let's speak about that prelude. Everybody probably was ready for Queso to bash. Oh no, pro capitalism. I actually completely agree with that. What I always say is the reason I even like the idea of getting to this money, the idea of money, is just because the shit you can do with it. I feel like there's a big difference between, it's like, you have goals. Maybe you want to grow up, you want to have a house, you want to have a family, you want to have a good life for your kids. So of course you're gonna need to acquire some kind of funds, and that's what I rock with. But there's a difference between who live and die for money. There's a lot more to life than just this chicken. Now, getting this chicken is a main part of life, but I get that. It's more of a, I feel like he cleaned that messed up because Ren, unlike some artists, Ren watches this channel. When Ren watches people who are critical of him, he speaks about it. I mean, he's literally subscribed to my channel, but the point being, I feel like that just makes you a better artist, because eventually if you want to make a good debate, you sort of need to know what the other side's thinking along with what your side's thinking.
Pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shocker. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well, you die with a grin. Now digging up the root.
And that's, if you're living just to live, that, like, a lot of people wake up, go to work, come back, go to sleep, they don't got nothing going. And the thing going, I think life is just, and I'm not God, so I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but it's just finding some kind of purpose. It's just finding what you like and what you care about, and your purpose shouldn't just be like a thing. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes your purpose might be you want to reach a certain level of greatness in a thing, but it's not just that thing, because there's a lot that goes into it. If you decide, I want to work out and get healthy, right? You're gonna be working out and doing and moving in a very different way than a person who's working out whose goal is to be the biggest person in the gym, because there's gonna be somebody in that gym off that juice, hit that Torrential ball, and that nigga, you gonna have to probably shoot your butt cheek if you want to get bigger than the dude. And so you see in intentions, you see in that changes completely your path you'll go down in life, and that's sort of what Ren's speaking to.
Of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much but more.
1990? God damn. God damn, 1990? I thought this nigga was my age. Ran, oh, you a sneaky old nigga. Shout out to Ram being a sneaky old nigga. He aging well. I seen he had a health scare. Shout out to Deline G. And that shit just got me, it sort of gives me a whole different perspective even listening to this song. And the thing about Ren is, no matter what, you gotta appreciate what he has contributed as an artist, especially in this medium, especially like on this platform. What he's contributed to his artistry, you know, there's a lot of reactors who probably started their whole channel off of Ren. I think all of us, you know, have benefited in some way off of Ren's creations and his mind and shit. And I think with that, you gotta care. Like, you can't just come to the party. You can't just show up for the party. You know, you sort of gotta be along for the whole ride. And because of that, we definitely gonna do some throwback Ren reactions. I wanted this to be the first thing I reacted to on this at the studio, and I'm rocking with the song. Now I want to see, you know how motherfuckers can't go too far, and just because of that, don't mean I'm not gonna say if I don't like the record, because then I wouldn't be doing my job, folks.
Mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love a little. It's the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You learn that love is not enough, it's not a role to the kid.
And he's sort of rapping his ass off. He's not doing none of the voices. He's staying concise and he's telling his story. I always speak to the importance of, and that's why authenticity is so important in this thing we call hip hop, because it's making somebody hip to your hop in the 1980s. It's like, hey, so no, that's what hip hop is. It's making somebody. Hip hop is a culture where it's people who don't have much, and when you listen to it, when you join in on it, when you learn of it, not having much, that struggle becomes beautiful to you. It's just whatever you are is the flyest, dopest shit ever. But knowing that, it's because the good of the bad and the bad that make you. So Ren just goes into a story. He's talking about his sister. I sort of want to see where the story's going, but as far as rapping goes, this is the best Ren has ever been. And which makes me very, very excited to hear what he's doing, like in the future for rap, because those songs, like, I think one of them started like a C, but it was just essentially like a black background. They're like animated sort of videos. I hated those songs. I hated those rapping songs by him. I'm like, I would much rather listen to you do them, like when he does like that sort of like, is that rock? Yeah, I guess. When he does that kind of rock shit, like, yeah, okay, that's what I like from him. But if you're gonna be rapping like this, nigga, oh yeah, keep rapping. Keep rapping. I'm not mad at that.
So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me, because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever, by your side we fly together. Give me flight when I
Hold on, nigga. Hold on, nigga. And he's talking that real shit too. Don't let the darkness of the world take away your light, because that's a fact. That is a fact. I think that's why at least a lot of us, like, you get to that like that phase of like early college, late high school, where you like fuck the system and fuck everything. But as you start to become aware and you feel like you've been lied to by the school system, I feel like that's a pretty common arc for a young adult to go down. And you become cynical and you just sort of, everything's wrong. I think the next level of evolution, I think where you keep going on that journey, is where you realize some of this shit is just genuinely bad. Some of the things in this world are just terrible and there is no justification. And then there's some things that are justifiable evils, right? And then like police. And then there's things like that you just sort of need to have a deeper understanding of yourself to realize that this is actually a good thing. Human beings might use this for evil sometimes, but it is a good thing, like religion. There's a lot of, and I like this. It's just, Ren does a good job of making real music and like writing from a place of realness, that as he evolves as a man, you can tell this is a person who isn't just stuck in his own bubble, which it could be very easy to deal with his fans and deal with his producers and his just world and never really leave his world. You tell this is a person who's still trying to evolve as a person, as we all should be.
Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in.
And that nigga said money makes the sick grow sicker somehow. Because of things like patents and big pharma and stuff like that. That is a fact. That is a Fendi fact. They definitely about to demonetize this video now that I think about it. Go join the Patreon. But this is some real shit by Ren. This is his best rap. So I'm thinking of songs I'm going to react to. Lane G sent me some. And then I'm definitely going to re-react to Power. Because I think that's my favorite Ren song to date. I think sometimes this could be. I just would need to live with the song. You know, I need a little more time with it. Because I haven't had that. I haven't even finished it for this first time. But as far as a rapping song by Ren, probably his best.
His mouth, money run the gang, thug, drug money, plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money,
and that's, there we go. That's what the Dipper been telling niggas. Yes, money is it's just this concept, like he's saying, the same way it can destroy lives, the same way it can save lives. It's the same way it can save lives, same way it can destroy lives. And just, you can say that for forever. That was my point. That is what I've always said of the beauty of it. And when you come at a record like this, you almost make it where, how could somebody argue with this? How could somebody say anything but what you're saying is a fact? Because nothing's ultimately good, especially not money. Think about all the terrible things motherfuckers do in this world for money, right? But then think of all, like, you see, like, even though Ellen was probably a pretty shitty example, but you see some of the shit she used to do for people, they give you things, man, that shit was dope. That is a great thing. We are better for people who give and stuff like that, and pay scholarships and allow people to create better futures and shit. That is all awarded because of money.
Take fake money, fake money ties, ayy. Money lies, ayy.
No people, no profit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That was a certified vibe check. Come another reaction by my hair pink music video by man there. Gotta show me some love. You watch the video song, you didn't hit that thumbs up button, your host. So stop being a hoe. Keep the family, love y'all, salute. I'm out of there. I had to turn this motherfucker off. Hold on.